Equity and inclusion were among several priorities identified by the City of Lawrence when it launched an effort to overhaul its land development code in 2022. Equity and inclusion are important values in the Lawrence community. These values are reflected throughout the city's strategic plan and resulted in the creation of the city's Equity and Inclusion Department in 2020. One of the department's key goals is to ensure that inclusion and racial equity drive the culture of the city organization and the Lawrence community. Like Lawrence, cities across the country are working to address issues of discrimination, racism, and bias. One of the ways these efforts are playing out is through changes to zoning, the regulations that guide how and where development can occur within a community. No group, including historically marginalized groups, is disadvantaged or burdened or bears a disproportionate share of negative consequences from land use decisions. All residents have effective access to the places and technology where input is gathered, the ability to make informed decisions, and equitable participation in the process. Historically, zoning has been used to exclude unwanted uses and types of buildings from some neighborhoods while allowing them to occur in others. Whether intentionally or unintentionally, it is important to acknowledge that zoning has and continues to be used to exclude historically marginalized groups. Updating the Land Development Code is one of several strategies within the city's control that can result in meaningful change in how we plan for and implement future changes to the built environment in Lawrence. Older neighborhoods in Lawrence have traditionally included a mix of single-family detached, attached, and multifamily housing options. Over the years, limitations were imposed in many areas to favor single-family detached homes by prohibiting or requiring lengthy approval processes for attached, manufactured, or multifamily housing types, and by establishing generous minimum unit or lot sizes that drive up the price of housing. Allowing for diverse options in more areas of Lawrence can make our community welcoming and accessible to a broader segment of the population, provide opportunities for residents to remain in their neighborhoods as they age, and reduce barriers to the construction of less costly forms of housing. In most areas of Lawrence, the current regulations are very prescriptive and reinforce a lower density suburban pattern of development. Providing more flexibility in the LDC can help make developments more affordable by allowing for more efficient uses of land. This includes reducing or eliminating parking requirements, reducing setbacks, reducing minimum lot sizes, and increasing maximum densities. These types of changes encourage infill and redevelopment and a more compact, walkable pattern of development. While some residents may be able to easily walk or bike to recreate or access a grocery store or doctor's office, other residents must drive across town. Allowing a wider mix of uses and implementing mixed-use zoning districts allows for a better distribution of services and amenities for all Lawrence residents. Expanding and updating public notice procedures can help us reach a broader audience for planning and development processes. This will allow for more residents to participate in the development process in a way that they can easily access and understand. We can all play an important role in making Lawrence a more equitable and inclusive community. You can help advance these priorities within the LDC by providing feedback on how the regulations can be more inclusive, communicating the importance of the proposed LDC changes to your friends, neighbors, colleagues, and city decision makers, and by staying involved in the LDC project.